Welcome to Breakfast with Spaniels with Dr. Judy Morgan.
I'm early today. What's with that? Just, hey Joyce, you're first this morning. It just happens I've been up since 2:30, so yeah, I'm early. Gonna have to wait for Facebook to wake up and tell people I'm here.
All of Dr. Morgan's products at her website at www.drjudymorgan.com. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I'm thinking Facebook isn't pushing this out this morning because not very many of you are awake yet, but that's okay. I was scrolling through Facebook posts this morning. I don't know why I do that. And you know what? I shouldn't be surprised. But I am surprised. Like, good morning, Dennis. When your pet is sick with vomiting or diarrhea, like, I can understand, particularly if they have chronic problems, IBD, IBS, whatever, and they have some soft stool or a little streak of blood. I can understand not freaking out about it. But if your pet is vomiting, like vomits everything they've eaten and then continues to vomit and vomits all day and all night, that's an emergency visit, guys. I don't care if it's Sunday. I don't care if it's Christmas. That's an emergency visit. Especially if it's a small dog or a puppy or an old dog, or even a cat. When they're vomiting that much, that can be a sign of an obstruction. I mean, that's what we went through with my mother. Once she started vomiting, and particularly when she was vomiting blood, that's an obstruction. And, it's very nice of everyone to chime in with answers on Facebook, except telling someone whose animal it has vomited a dozen times to give it chicken and rice or runs be done or good advice. When they're vomiting that much, the advice is, hey, let's go get some imaging and see if there's an obstruction there. Particularly this time of year, it's ridiculously hot, it's ridiculously humid. Your animal can dehydrate so quickly. So you just got notification. Well, yeah, I can tell that the numbers are ticking up, so I can tell their notification came in late, but it is what it is. You can go back and listen. So, and I see this, and I just did an interview with someone on the West Coast, which won't be published, I think, until August. But this is one of the things that we talked about, is asking for advice on Facebook from people with zero medical experience. Sometimes seems a little dicey. So I would take things with a grain of salt. For instance, there is a Facebook page where there is a man who is making a ton of money marketing his cancer cure book because his dog managed to survive cancer. And so now that makes him an expert. One dog. He got lucky. Yes, his dog got over the cancer. That doesn't make him an expert. That doesn't mean that he should be selling a $200 program and a $50 download on how to cure your dog from cancer, because that doesn't make him an expert. Be really careful where you get your advice. It's a little bit scary to me. So my advice when I see those kinds of posts, let's see, my small dog has vomited 12 times today. Yeah, you should have been at the emergency room after 6, maybe less. Particularly if there's blood coming out of either end, and that's not normal for your dog. And you know what? Blood coming out of either end is not normal. Cats vomiting. Um, yeah, thanks, Teresa. Is it important for a vet office to be accredited by AHA? We weren't. No, it's not, actually. Most holistic veterinarians aren't going to be able to get accredited by AHA. A lot of them are not. So, morning, Bonnie. So no, I don't hold that up. It's sort of like holding AFCO up as the gold standard. They're probably a little better than AFCO. Just use common sense. Now, for those of you with animals that especially cats vomiting repeatedly, we better be looking for a string foreign body, intestinal blockage of some sort. Kitty cats aren't supposed to vomit. I think most people accept a certain amount of vomiting, thinking, oh, well, he's probably got a hairball. A healthy cat does not vomit. They're not going to be doing, daily or weekly vomiting. So don't consider that as normal. If they're vomiting, and even if it is a hairball, that means their intestines aren't working well enough to push it through. So either they need more fiber in their diet or they need more moisture in their diet, but it's not normal for your kitties to be vomiting. It's not normal for your dogs to be vomiting. It's not normal for us. I mean, think about it. If you vomited like every other day, do you think that would feel normal to you? So you're checking out a background. Even with 13 years as a tech, I learned something new every single day. Always turn to my elders for advice. Yeah, and they will vomit from crappy food or from food intolerances or food allergies. So for those of you, and then everyone has their favorite diet for the upset tummy, GI upset. My favorite happens to be turkey and pumpkin, or baked cod and butternut squash. Those are very easy to digest, very soothing, and will work very well. You could do congee, which basically is chicken and rice, but it's been cooked to death. It is cooked to the point of being a gruel, so it's already pre-digested, and that's why it works. But just boiling up some chicken and some rice really is not very soothing and not easy for them to digest. So, yeah, repeated vomiting is never normal. Exactly. So, what I recommend is making up some congee or some boiled or baked cod and squash and having that in your freezer so that if your pet does have a day of GI upset that's not horrid, but you want to settle their stomach, go ahead and give them something for that. Is spinach bad for dogs with CKD? No. It's high in oxalates, though, so if you have a dog prone to oxalates, just be a little careful there. But, yeah, they can have it. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. They lost their golden lost his back end and had a low platelet count. I'm thinking he lost his back end maybe from anemia. So, praying for people caught up in the storm. Oh, yeah, I saw that there was a tornado outside of Chicago and a bunch of people were injured. Weird place to have a tornado. So anyway, so just be very careful when you are giving advice as well online. I would actually give you the caveat of preempting whatever you're going to recommend with, I recommend you talk to your veterinarian, but I have used blah, blah, blah. Because frankly, if you give bad advice, there's always the chance that you could be held accountable. So, can we give to diabetic cats with pancreatitis? What they should eat a raw diet or a gently cooked, but they need to be on a meat-based diet with some fiber in it. So, okay. Supporters, I'll figure out what night we can do. My throat is feeling a little better. I just had a rough sore throat weekend. Weird. Okay, everybody have a great day. Let's see if I can get some music back on here. We got all kinds of stuff going on at the farm, and we got some new additions. 3 new additions coming to the farm midweek. I'll let y'all know what they are. Is maca powder good? I don't even know what that is. I'd have to look it up. Sound like I could sing bass. I know. Rough voice. So. The cat only eats meat canned with broth. It's probably too low in calcium. Unless it's a cat food with calcium added. But the meat part's good. Okay, everybody have a great day.
Products at her website.
Talk to you later.
www.drjudymorgan.com.